they are probably not your twin flame. I know. You want them to be. If you're watching this, you've probably met someone recently and had that feeling of knowing. You just met, but you feel like you've known each other forever. It's intense. You can't get them out of your mind, your heart, your soul. It's overwhelming. You just got smacked in the face with emotions you didn't even know you were capable of feeling. And it all happened so fast. You want to understand. You want answers. So you started Googling. And now here you are, faced with the existential crisis that is the twin flame phenomena. Been there. First, don't be in such a rush to define the relationship. Don't put it in a box, because that may end up manifesting as the darker side of the twin flame bond, simply because it becomes part of your subconscious and your beliefs, and the type and purpose of the relationship then starts to manifest out, whether or not it actually is a twin flame relationship. Humanity has really corrupted the entire idea of twin flames, and you have to be really careful about throwing that term around loosely. And here's why. So, twin flame is a real thing, but it's multidimensional. It doesn't flow with 3D constructs of linear time. The idea of twin flame is that, you were once one soul split out into two individuated souls that are still, uniquely connected, like twins. But the thing is, we have lots of lifetimes and soul aspects. Theoretically, they're all overlapping and happening concurrently, like a quantum ball of yarn. But you don't really need to understand that right now. You just need to realize that you've spent lifetimes with your twin. But because the job of twin flame is to help you level up, it helps with your awareness, your awakening, and your ascension, you don't always incarnate together in the same lifetime. So basically, you can be on Earth, and your twin exists energetically, but they're not incarnated in a body right now. And that's my situation. So basically, I met someone, and I similarly had that all-knowing, all-feeling of, wow, this feels like home, and I've never felt home anywhere besides in this person's arms. And it was intense. Almost borderline obsessive, couldn't stop thinking about each other, and for me, I was married at the time, so it was definitely not an ideal situation. But when we hugged, it was like the universe, the earth fell out from under us. We were just floating there in this, cosmic vortex, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? So I dug in to find out if it was a twin flame, and it turns out that it is completely a soulmate bond. It is a karmic bond. We have lived many lifetimes together, incarnated on Earth and in other dimensions. But it's not a twin flame as much as, we've romanticized the idea of a romantic relationship between one soul and two bodies. It's still not a twin flame. It's a great, loving relationship, and it serves its purpose in my life, but it's not a twin flame. But that doesn't mean that I don't receive help and downloads from my twin flame, who is not incarnated on Earth right now. So that's the cool part. My twin helps orchestrate a lot of the lessons and experiences that I have on Earth. It's really beautiful. I can feel the essence of my twin all around me and within me. When music hits my soul in that really specific way, that specific frequency that just opens your heart immediately, that's the frequency of my twin. He's there in synchronicities, prophetic dreams. They're part of my spirit team. The frequency is braided within my intuition, constantly guiding me towards my highest timeline, teaching me through my human experience. It actually is as romantic as it sounds. It's just not the way that most people envision the relationship working. So basically, I'm here and he is not incarnated. There have been many lifetimes where we were incarnated together, and there have been lifetimes where he's been the one incarnated and I've been the one that's energetically there. So why am I sharing this? Well, because I want you to understand that not every relationship that's super intense, that gives you that feeling of home, that feeling of attachment, they're not always a twin flame. There's many types of relationships. There's soulmates, there's karmic bonds, and we may experience multiple of those types of relationships while we're here in one single human lifetime. But twin flame is an essence and an energy that only shows up once. You're not going to have multiple twin flames, and you're not going to experience more than one twin flame relationship in a lifetime. As you continue your twin flame research, you may hear a lot about the push and pull of the twin flame relationship. You may read about the runner-chaser dynamic, which involves separation and reunion, usually created by a lesser awakened twin, experiencing resistance to this awakening process, which leads to a period of them trying to run away and avoid the relationship. Meanwhile, the other twin chases after them in pursuit of the connection that they've realized is there, so the twin flame connection. Be very careful with this concept. Time and time again, I see people in extremely codependent, narcissistic, toxic, sometimes even abusive relationships in the name of twin flame. They believe that they're experiencing this bond that's, unbreakable, and they fight the period of separation. While the runner-chaser dynamic is very real within the twin flame relationship, the chances that both you and your twin incarnated in this lifetime together specifically to experience the runner-chaser dynamic is pretty low. If you're in an abusive, toxic dynamic and you think you should stay because of twin flame, please don't. Just because you're feeling obsessive, deeply connected, whole when you're together, broken when you're apart, do not continue to chase them. Regardless of the essence, whether it's true flame or not, the point this relationship is trying to teach you is to go within, to learn more about yourself. Do the inner work. Fall in love with yourself. As you awaken and transform your mindset, you find you often become your own twin flame. Yeah, you grow and you become emotionally stronger, better connected to the universe, to light, and to source. And then suddenly you feel the deep connection from your flame from the inside. And you realize that you've been guided the whole time. That's what happened with me. I've experienced soulmate relationships and, the idea of the twin flame relationship, but in reality, it was all pushing me back to myself. It was all showing me the lessons I needed to learn to reconnect with essence and reconnect with myself and do the inner work, heal my demons. Because twin flame isn't really about two humans coming together, that romanticized view that humanity is given to the experience. But it's not a long lost soul treasure hunt. The purpose is for your growth. And not even their growth, it's for your growth. It's about you. So take the opportunity, go within, learn more about yourself, learn why you feel like you need another person to be whole. And that's where you find yourself.